Have you ever tried to do a job with the wrong tools? I know I have. Having and using the right tools can make a huge difference. And that's exactly what today's video tutorial is about, selecting the right tool when trying to innovate. Welcome to innovationtutorials.com, where we introduce several tools, techniques, and best practices around innovation and inventive thinking in 5 minutes or less. In this video, we will introduce 10 common inventive thinking situations, how to pick the best tool for your situation, a list of over 35 idea generation and problem-solving tools, and how we use a tool called the Tool Selection Matrix to not only pick the best tools for the job, but how we design client trainings and project workshops, and you can too. These videos are very short, so grab a coffee and let's get started. So let me tell you a quick story about how this tool selection came about. It was actually back in 2003, and we had a client contact us and say, we know you got a lot of tools for innovation and inventive thinking, but we don't have time to learn them all. Can you just show us the best ones? And it made me think, wow, that's a tough question. Basically, I said, let me think about it and get back with you in a couple days. So I sat back and I thought, what product development situations call for inventive thinking? And I did a little interviewing and found some common things, like we need innovation to differentiate ourselves from the competition. Or we've got a competitor that's got a great idea patented and we need to figure out a way around that. Or we need some creative ways to reduce cost or complexity. Or we have a tough technical problem we're having a hard time solving and we need some creative ways to deal with it. And several others that were common situations. So what we did is created a matrix. And on the left side of the matrix were these common situations that call for innovation or inventive thinking. And then on the top of the matrix, I put down all the different tools that we use. And we started with the first one. And I went down a column and answered the question, is this tool any good for dealing with that situation? And we put some numbers in there, higher numbers, or in this case here, darker the cell, the better the tool is. So if it's a dark blue cell, it's a good tool. A white cell, it's probably not the right tool for that job. We did the same thing for attribute dependency, biomimicry, and all the other tools that were on our list. And I went back to the client and said, why is it you want to innovate? And this was an automotive client. And they said that got a vehicle, our sales are dropping off, and we got competitors that their sales are picking up, and we want to come up with some unique features to differentiate us from the competition. First row is basically what they're wanting to innovate for, to wow the customers. So we went across that matrix and found the best tools for that job, designed a workshop, and came up with several ideas worth implementing. So here's the tool selection matrix. A little bit hard to read, a lot of information on the screen. But let me go through the basics. There's two main ways to use it. One is to find the situation in this list here on the left that matches what you're trying to accomplish and go across and select the best tool. Like we said, this particular client wanted to differentiate their offering. So you see these listed in alphabetical order here. We can click this little button and now we can list them from the best to the worst. If you see this first row, it goes from the best to the worst tool. The other way we can use this tool is if you have a big group of people and they have different needs, you can actually do a little survey and rate these situations called for inventive thinking like we did here in the list. And then we can actually sort all these tools based on these weightings. I'll do it right here. And then you get a little Pareto. You can see the little Pareto there in the bottom that shows the best tools for these combination of situations. So then we can design a little bit of a workshop. Depending on how much time they have, we'll pick 2 or 3 or 4 tools to use during the workshop. And one last thing to remember is this is a tool selection matrix. It's completely useless if you don't know how to use the tools on top of the list. So there's your super quick introduction to the tool selection matrix. There's more to it, but in general, you get the idea. It identifies common situations that call for inventive thinking. It shows over 35 tools and best practice for inventive problem solving and idea generation. It helps you pick the best tool for those situations, and it can be used to help you design a training or a workshop for your project team. We've quickly run out of time. That's it for today's short innovation tutorial. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe to see other and future videos. Thanks for watching. See the video description below for additional links, training schedule, other videos, services, and a way to contact me personally with any question. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the next video.